Hey guys, what's going on? This is Little Luca, but today we're gonna just be talking about Call of Heroes, and we're gonna be breaking down pretty much more or less everything about the game, the main menu, where everything's at, how to unlock stuff. Um, the video is gonna be quite long, so if you want to skip to a certain section, I'm gonna be labeling it down in the comment section. So be sure you look at the times for anything in specific you want to learn about, and it'll be there. All right, so let's get started. We'll start with the top right. All right, you're going to see that the cogwheel, you're going to click on that. Auto voice chat, auto aim. Auto aim, honestly, you're better off keeping it on unless you pick certain characters like Yo-Yo or Maya, for instance. Some characters would do better without it rather than the ones, rather than like Alan or Clark or stuff like that. So mess around with that setting. Get a feel for what you like or not. That's completely up to you. The jump both sides, I wouldn't really recommend it. It's best to always keep your left side moving, because that's how you aim. Don't put the jump on that side. Just keep it on your right. Unless you're lefty, then hey, you can always adjust it. Commands, don't worry about that. That's all. Sight, completely optional, up to you. Graphics, high or low. Like I said, that depends on your device. If it can't run high, go ahead, switch it to low. Get a smoother gameplay. Turning sensitivity, that's how fast you look around in game. You can turn it up to 100 if you feel too slow, or if it's too fast, lower it down. Like I said, that's all completely up to you. Music, all of this. Your visual field, I would recommend getting used to it, playing at 100, because you could see more in your line of sight. You get to really look around a lot more rather than only like pretty much looking straight ahead of you. So yeah, max that out, get used to it. That has helped a lot. You'll be able to catch people on the corner of your eye. So all right, let's jump to scheme. This one, I don't know. You can move your fire button like it moves with your, like, on the right side. I don't know. That's completely, like I said, it's optional again, the way you set up your controls, but I like my fire button in one area so I know where I have to press to shoot. It's up to you guys. If you hit customize on the bottom, you get to move your abilities around, adjust it how you want them. Like I said, completely up to you guys, all right? Let's back out. Wait, quit here. So more or less, that's what we got for the settings, all right? It's basic. We'll be moving on to vouchers now and talking about what they do. All right. Vouchers are completely optional, right? Obviously, any game. A lot of people talk about paying, like pay to win. But honestly, the pay to win gap on this game especially, it's not that big of a difference, all right? I'm going to be explaining that here in a bit. Don't really worry about it too much, all right? Sure, the skins that they have for the characters, they look amazing. I personally like a few of them, all right? I have two myself, not including the free ones that you can get by other means. But they just look amazing. They're very intimidating. They really flex your character out in game. But like completely optional, they don't affect stats too much. They affect it very little. In the end, it's all dependent on how you play, on how good you are. That's more or less. Vouchers will help if you're kind of lazy, if you don't want to farm out gold, or if you're very impatient, you can spend money and get the character you love faster. Completely optional. I know if you spend $1, you get Maya for free, permanent. That's basically female Hanzo. So yeah, you guys could go ahead and mess with that if you like that, or if you want to do that. It's completely up to you. More or less vouchers. We'll get to the store and show you what you guys can buy with them, but let's just continue on. Diamonds. Okay, diamonds, you can use them to buy chips level 3 through 5, or I believe it's 2 through 5. It's all luck based, all right? The drop rate for level 5 chips, which are the highest, they're pretty damn low. So don't try. Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend using them to buy chips. Well, you know what? Here we can go ahead and show you real quick. If you click on shop at the bottom right and click on lottery, you'd have better bet just rolling out here for your for a free yo-yo skin, and you get her permanent skin weapon as well. Go ahead and get this first. When you get extra diamonds, you can go ahead and use them to buy certain characters if you want them just to have them, or you can go ahead and use them to buy. If you go to scroll down a bit and go to promotion, you can go to daily, and you can use them to buy. Don't even buy the gold cards, right? Don't even waste your money. Your diamonds on the gold cards. Just go ahead and get the EXP if you want to level up faster and be like me, 260 plus. I don't know what the level cap is. I think it's 999, but you know what? We'll find out if I can make it there. Newbie, can't really get those without vouchers. Same thing. Your only tab that you can buy them is for your daily. Gold. Let's talk about gold really fast. Gold, same thing. You can use them to buy chips, level 1 through 3. You see, it's completely different from the diamond ones where you could get like 2 through 5, or I think it's 3 through 5. I'm pretty sure it's 2 through 5. So yeah, it's pretty much it's a big difference, right, between like buying chips with them. But we'll be talking about your cap right now. You're only allowed 3,500 gold every week. You can't earn anything else for gold wise, right? So if you play a game, you're always going to get 0 gold. Yeah, I know a lot of people complain about it, that it's too low. A lot of the characters, they cost like 16,600, so you really have to play for a while. You can still earn gold by other means, by completing like daily missions, stuff, just basic stuff like that, or missions, objectives, events. There's a lot of ways to earn gold in this game, but yeah, just be aware when you actually click on your gold icon at the very top, it'll tell you how far you are. Yeah, this is why I said don't even bother wasting your diamonds on gold cards, because you're going to get capped really fast, a lot faster than you actually think, even without any bonuses. I believe when you first log in, there's an event where it automatically gives you 50% gold for an hour. To be honest, you could probably cap your gold in that hour if you just play like nonstop. Yeah, that 50%, it's not much. Every game you get about more or less like 100, like around 100 per game. So you can really cap that out like really quick. Let's go ahead and jump to the top left. You're going to see your name. All right. If you click on your name on your top left, it'll bring up your main menu. All right. Some people don't know this, but if you just started the game, they give you a free name change because you're going to have some weird name. Next to where you see my name, the Undying, you're going to see a little marker box there. Go ahead and click on that, and you can change your name for free once, completely on them. So that's pretty nice of the company to do that. If you click on your actual picture icon, you can go ahead and change it to whatever you want. Go ahead and mess around with the avatar frame. Before we continue, I'm just going to make a quick note that close friend fame, once your intimacy with one friend reaches 2,000, you get this permanent frame. It looks amazing. We'll be talking about how to get that right now soon. The other frames are completely optional. They're from buying vouchers. But I know you have to spend quite a lot to get them. So this is just completely up to you, if you want to or not. The frames don't do anything. There's no perks. It's just completely looks for like basically how intimidating you'll look in the end, All right, let's back out. Here it'll show all your stats, everything you want. If you want to change your title, you're going to see it right there on this screen next to Caged Beast. You're going to want to click on that little turn icon. Oh, okay, whatever. There you go. Yeah, sorry about that. You go ahead and pick anyone you want. Whichever one you've unlocked, you can change them here. Completely up to you. Hero data, all this stuff is pretty self-explanatory, all right? We'll talk about the achievements right now in a bit. So, um, tutor and apprentice. Personally, right now, I would not worry about this. The rewards you get from them, they're not major, to be honest. Don't worry about this yet, because if you people who play the game, they don't seem to read all the fine print of like what the game tells you. Is the game always states that it's still in testing. Okay, so a lot of the stuff, it's messed up, and the company takes a while to patch it and fix things. So, but the game, it's worthy. It's basically mobile Overwatch. So, it's quite good. I'm personally a fan, but everyone's different. All right. Okay. So, anyways, let's just continue on here. All right. Just a quick note. For relation, go ahead and click on that tab. Here it's going to show you all your friends. If you don't have any yet, if you just joined, if you're still working on that, go ahead and play a few games. Get used to, if you and another player, you guys are basically doing well, send them a friend request. If you don't remember their name, as soon as that battle ends, if you click on your relationship tab and you go to latest, boom, it's going to show all the characters you played with recently, including the ones on the enemy team. So feel free to add them. Once you have a friend added, all right, do you remember that frame I was just showing you, that Intimacy 2000? Well, in order to get that, you have to, once you and your friend accept one another, obviously you guys see each other both on your friends list. You're gonna want to invite him to your team, so you guys, or your party, so you guys can play together. And every game you guys play together, that's you get 2 intimacy per game, and you're only allowed 20 for that day until server reset, which is at 0000. If we back out really quick, on the bottom left, you're gonna see the server time. It's 1300 right now, or it's gonna be 1400. When that hits clear zeros, the server resets. So yeah, go ahead and keep an eye on that. Anyways, back to the relationship tab. Once you guys have each other added, you play 10 games. Every game you get 2, so that'll add up to 20. You can get an additional 4 intimacy points just by sending each other a gift. All right. As soon as you log in to the game, let's back out really quick. Do you see your quest tab at the bottom? When you click on that, it'll give you 5 presents, okay, to send to friends. If you always send one to your friend, if he always sends one to you, that's 4 points right there. So the maximum is 24 if you guys do that. I'm pretty sure you're already like, what the hell? It's going to take a while to get to 2000 intimacy. It does take some dedication, but yeah, it's pretty worth it in the end, to be honest. You get high rankings on like the leaderboards because your charisma goes up. Charisma, it seems a lot more based off of intimacy points than anything else, to be honest. All right, let's go ahead and talk about close friends really fast. You'll see it here at the bottom right. If you click on this, you're allowed 2 brothers, 2 besties, 2 lovers, 2 buddies, and 2 family. You're only allowed 10 close friends. Once your intimacy with a player reaches 100, you're able to add them to one of these 10 or one of these 5. But remember, you can add 2 of that same piece, like 2 brothers, 2, yeah, and so on. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, once you have them there, you can completely you can continue to level up their icons. Like, let's back out really quick so I can give you a perfect example. Do you see how it changes from a heart to the little blue buddy icon right there, Big Boss 1? That the icon will transform. It'll keep transforming, kind of like, like Dragon Ball Z. You'll see 125 friendship points out of 600. Once you get that to 600, that little blue buddy icon, it'll transform to something else. And then once you get, I believe it's 600 to 1,200, once you get that icon to 1,200 intimacy points, it'll transform again. And then once you, I believe it goes from 1,200 to 2,000. Once you hit that 2,000 marker, you get that special frame, and you will get the final icon for that specific class, whether it being a buddy, lover, or bestie. It's whatever you pretty much want. Okay, let's go ahead and fast forward it here a bit. We're gonna back out, and we're gonna click on the ranking tab. The ranking tab is self-explanatory, guys. All right, it's easy. It'll show you everything that you've done for like the week. Most of the stuff resets every week or every month, depending on depending on the company, because sometimes I've seen it stretch out longer. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, everything will reset. For like rank matches, that doesn't reset until the season's over, which is like, I believe, 3 months long. So hero rank, whatever character you're good with in specific, like for right now, don't even bother clicking on ranks dead. Just go to quick match, find your favorite character you play with a lot. So mine, for instance, is being, we'll click Maya, and it will show me here win ranking. Oh wow, I haven't, I guess the server reset. All right, yeah, so I'm not on here right now. Wait, no, oh, I hit a Boro, no wonder. Maya, bam, I'm at number 4 because I don't play the game that much, but when I do, I like to just, completely wreck. As in not in a bad sense, but more as in like a winning sense. All right, but pretty much the ranking tab is pretty much self-explanatory, so that makes things a lot easier. All right, let's back out here. All right, now let's talk about the corpse tab. Corpse tab here, it's pretty it's not really too difficult to figure this out. As soon as you click on the corpse tab, if you're not in a corpse, you should see this screen pop up. Like I said, right now my corpse thick, if you can tell, we barely have like, we can only have like a maximum of 50 members, compared to like the number 1 corpse right now, they have like 266. So our 43 is competing pretty much with them. They're at 371k, we're at 285. And now imagine if we had more, if we could hold more corpse members, we could blow them out of the water. So, you know what? If you guys want to help out, feel free to join the Thick Corpse. That's with Thick with 2 C's, all capitals, no K. Yeah, well, it's a very active group, all right? I will not kick anybody out until they've been unactive for like a week or 15 days. So it's nothing where you have to be like active all the time, but just, kind of contribute to the corpse just by playing. You don't have to give the corpse anything. We don't ask for anything. We do have a Discord set up, so if you feel like you want to join and chat with us in game, have some laughs, completely up to you guys. But I'm not going to bash any other corpse. You know what? Every corpse is different. Most players are from Malaysia or Taiwan or wherever. There's other corpses that are corpses, or corpse that are focused on like those regions. All right. So it's completely up to you guys. All right, let's back out. Let's talk about the corpse shop. It's more or less, don't even worry about this tab. Remember, the game it's still in testing, all right? And the way you earn these coins, you can't really earn them right now. It's just not possible because where you earn them, it's just dead right now. It's not that it has a lack of players. It's just that option to play is dead. When you actually try to queue for it, it won't let you. But like I just said, the game's still in testing, you guys, so kind of don't expect too much of some of this stuff. But you don't really even need this tab. It's not a big thing, all right? So just kind of ignore this. Let's click on the corpse. Same thing. When you hit that corpse tab, this is where you can earn those corpse points. This is the thing that's messed up. Sure, you can start it, you can form your team and do everything, but it's pretty messed up right now, guys. Just don't mess with it too much. I mean, you can, like I said, it's always completely up to you. Feel free to, but I personally have never used it once because it's always been messed up. And it hasn't really affected me at all, you know? Okay, all right, let's back out. We'll go back to corpse so we can show everything, info. All right, as soon as you join our corpse stick, if you guys want to join, we'll have the link set up. Also, if you don't want to join the corpse, if you just want to join Discord, maybe have some laughs, and I'll have the link also in the comments section, so feel free to join that if you want. Yeah, well, most of the corpse members are very helpful. They'll help you guys out. In any PvP game, in any PvP game, there will be salt regardless, you know. So, yeah, if you guys get into arguments, well, we'd rather just talk it out, not really bash each other. So, you do get bonus rewards for being in a corpse. Like the reward bonus, you get 30% more gold per game, but like I said, that doesn't really matter too much because you can only cap at 3,500, like we just talked about. So it's not really a big difference. All right. So just go ahead and back out of here. There's nothing you really need to worry about in terms of anything else, unless you plan on being a corpse leader. Then when you click on the corpse tab, you can hit create corpse and you can make your own. But just know that the game is pretty much. I guess you can get new players, but a lot of the new players don't stay because they just don't like the game, or maybe, you know, they're Overwatch fans, but this game doesn't compare. Which, come on, guys, it's mobile Overwatch. It's not going to be the same as Overwatch, all right? It's going to have different features depending. Sure, I mean, you could tell the game openly, like blatantly, freaking copies some stuff from Overwatch, but like I said, I wish Overwatch made a mobile port, but they haven't, and I settled for this game. This game's pretty good. It's decently made, you know. There have been a lot of Overwatch ripoffs, and this one's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty decent. I guess a lot of people say it's so bad, it's good. All right, but yeah, we'll back out here. Let's jump to the event tabs. Here, don't even bother looking at my events because I already finished most of mine. Some of them will stay on there. They're not based off of a time frame. So, new players or some like average players, you guys should still have a lot more than I do right now because I finished most of mine. All right, let's switch to the announcements tab. The redeem codes, I have only seen the company on their Facebook page give out like one, and that was like a long time ago. I haven't seen them do anything else recently. So don't really expect too much from them on this. You could connect with your Facebook account. If you do that, you can invite friends and get like 950 diamonds from this. You could spam the same friends invites and just get the 200 friend invites. That's a fast way to do it. If you're like me and didn't want to spam your friends with invites, then don't even bother connecting. Sure, 950 is a lot, but you can earn that in like a few days, so it's not really a big difference. Your update info, as you can like see right now, our last major update, which was pretty big, was on January 25th, but right now it's April 15th, and we still haven't had like an update. So yeah, we don't know when the next one's going to be, but the company is working to fix a lot of their stuff, so we can only hope for an update soon. All right, let's back out. We covered the events tab. We'll talk about team lobby. Okay, team lobby, we're going to talk about how to form parties and how to do all this. If you don't have any friends yet, nah, but if you don't have any friends or whatnot, you can just go ahead and hit create, hit public, team name, completely up to you. It'll make a team automatically, and people can see that if they click on their team lobby, and it'll show there, you know, if they want to join, they can just hit that join button, and they'll automatically be on your team. But the only downside is you can't start a game. You have to wait. People generally don't click on the team lobby, that little icon. So I wouldn't recommend doing it this way. I recommend just playing a game, and you could join. You could, if you like a person, or if a person likes you and they added you, that's an easier way to play with somebody rather than doing anything else. To invite friends. Some people have been asking, well, how do you invite a friend? I don't see that feature anywhere. Okay, so let's hit leave really quick on the top left. All right, do you see that little plus sign, the team up? You'll see it next to your name. If you click on that, it'll basically just open up your relationship tab. So it doesn't matter which one you open up. So either one you click, look for your friend, right? When you see them, you're going to see a plus corpse on it, right next to chat, or right next to the more option. You want to click on that. That is going to send them a party invite. The game, their translation from their language over to English is kind of messed up. So it should say add to party or plus party. So, but it doesn't say that. So just more or less, just so you know how to invite friends. Remember, you can't invite them when they're in a game. So you might have to wait a few, send them an invite every minute, or just spam them a shit ton of invites until they get them or get one. Okay, we'll back out here. We cover the team lobby. Let's cover the email tab. Here, when you send out gifts, remember how I was talking about it for your relationship tab? This is where you're going to see everything. This is where you're going to see the gifts that your friends gave you, if they gave you a gift that day and whatnot. You're only allowed to accept 5. Once a gift can comprise of 3 things: 5 gold, 5 diamonds, or 5 chip materials. They're not too much of a big difference at all. Sure, I guess if you play for a long time, months or even like a few years, that'll stack up. But they're just too low to get anything. You're only allowed to accept 5 a day. So if you're like me and if you have just a bunch of friends that just send you gifts like consistently, then you're not going to be able to accept them all. There's just so much I can't even accept, and they've just accumulated so much that the list goes on and on and on and on. But anyways, yeah, so as long as you have 5 friends sending you gifts, that's good. You might have other friends that want to keep sending you gifts to build relationship points with you. You can, but it's all dependent on how much you want to build your relationship with them or whatnot. Yeah, it's not too much of a big difference to get them. If you click on your system tab, if you're a VIP, if you actually spent some money, the company will send you bonus stuff per week. Like they'll send you like 500 chip materials, like 1,000 gold, and like I don't know, like 200 diamonds. Just their way of saying thank you for spending money. That's every week, all right? They'll send you that. Depending on how high your VIP level is, you'll get more. That's actually pretty nice of the company. A lot of games don't do that. They'll just take your money and it's like, oh, thanks. This game continues. It keeps on giving. So that's actually relatively nice of them. Let's go ahead and we're going to talk. Real quick, guys, I'm sorry about those notifications, all right? All right, guys, let's go ahead and continue. There on the left, let's talk about the account tab really fast. Your account tab that's where you can make an account with the 43.99 EN from their website, and you can log in with that. You could also log in with your Google Play account. That's up to you, or you could even use your Facebook account. I believe you can use other stuff like Instagram maybe, or Twitter. I don't really remember, but once you click on that, you'll see. It's self-explanatory. If you connect with your Facebook account, you're able to get those spare diamonds. which are completely optional. You know, it's not like a must. It's not like it's a big difference. So yeah, that's neat. That observe tab, that's another self-explanatory tab. You can actually watch your friends if they're in a game. You could watch them, or you could see their plays of the day, or some of their best plays. You can see them there. The tabs, it's kind of messed up because like I've said again prior a few times, the game's still in testing, you know, so they're still messing with it. If it does work for you, then más o menos, it's a give or take if it'll work or not. So depending on your device, it might not work. It might, even if you have a good device, sometimes it just won't work. It's completely random. So Facebook tab, if you connect with your Facebook tab, that works. That pretty much covers all the tabs more or less on what everything is on that side. Let's click on our chat box. You know, first things first, we have our server tab. This is the main general chat. Whatever you say will go on there. You can also talk in the game, which is pretty nice. You know, you click on that mic icon on the top, and well, if you hold it down, you can talk, you know, and whatnot. That's up to you. But let's click on it again. Let's get out of there. The game has very cute little icons that they made. I personally like them. But you see the icon's not even in the actual square. But yeah, that's for another video. If you click on the corpse tab, oh, look at that. Let's send my homie. Yeah, so if you click on the corpse tab, it'll show you your entire clan's messages, right? You could scroll down and read them all. Up to you guys. Your friends tab, it'll show you your friends' messages, PMs. Friends and PMs, to be honest, it's the exact same thing, all right? But just click on your PM tab for argument's sake, because it'll show you those friends who have sent you a message. The speaker tab, we'll talk about the silver and gold speakers. The gold speakers you have to pay money for. Obviously, they cost vouchers per. The gold speakers are powerful. If you want to send a certain message, it will send them to everybody on the main menu and everybody inside of a match. It'll show it on inside the actual game. Bam, right there in the middle of their screen. Yeah, so if you want to talk some trash about somebody, and if you want to be sure that they see it, you can pay a little bit of money and just fucking make sure you could make sure 100% that they see it. The silver one, you get them from your diamond lotteries, or you could spend a lot less vouchers to get a lot of them. They only send messages to everybody on the main menu tab. So let's just show you real quick. I'll go ahead and type my IGN. Boom. You see how it shows it? It'll show it to everybody right here. Yeah, that's for speaker. Some people struggle to close the chat. When I first started the game, I got confused. I would have to like completely restart my game to close it. In order to close this chat box, right, you're going to see that little orange arrow icon right next to the chat tab. If you look where the gold icon is at the top, look down a little bit, you're going to see it. You're going to click on it, and it'll close your chat box, all right? All right, we'll go to the hero tab really fast and talk about this. All right, guys, every character is different depending on your playstyle, all right? It's just like Overwatch. The characters, they do have skins, like I was talking about with the vouchers earlier. We'll talk about the DPS classes really fast. We'll talk about Allen's. Alright, if you get the skin with the actual weapon, it doesn't matter for any DPS class, you'll get a 10% bonus to all damage. This includes their special ability, their normal damage. Remember, this isn't for health, so Allen has his adrenaline shot that heals you. That won't increase by 10%, okay? So don't get confused with that. The legendary skins, I'll just cover this really fast. I personally don't understand the price of them. You'll get an additional 5%, so it'll be 15%. Not much of a difference, guys, to be honest. To get a regular skin, it's probably worth $15. To get a legendary skin, it's worth $85. Yeah, that's a huge gap, and the difference of them is not major. I've killed people with this legendary skin, and I'm better than most of the people with this skin. Um, or I'm sorry, not even most, all people with the skin, because Allen or Soldier 76 isn't that great in this game, to be honest. Um, yeah, so that's for DPS classes. We're gonna just run down tanks really fast. If you get their skins and their weapons, they get a 10% HP bonus. Um, you'll it's not like, guys, like I said earlier or prior, there's not too much of a difference. Like, so instead of 600 and Reynolds naturally has 600 HP. If you have his skin and his weapon, you're gonna get an additional 10%. 10% of 600, that's 60. So your max HP will be 660. You see, I mean, sure, that might save you from like 2 Megi headshots, or the sniper headshots, but like just barely. It's just, it's all dependent on pretty much how you play instead of a pay to win. So they help very little, but if anything, like I said prior as well, they're just very intimidating. Like, people see you with them and they're just like, oh snap, they start tripping out. I like running right into people's faces and they tend to just back away, like, oh shit, no, no. They'll go back into their spawn point, which is pretty funny. Um, we'll talk about healers really fast. Yeah, we'll go to Yo-Yo for argument's sake. Healers, I like to see they have a big difference compared to the DPS and the tank classes, because if you have their skin and their weapon, they get a 10% movement speed, so they move 10% faster, and their heals, they give out 10% more. So that's a way much of a bigger difference than the other two. As in pay to win, not really, because most of them can't really heal themselves besides like Yo-Yo and just a little bit of Pan. So it's not too much of a big difference, to be honest. I wouldn't say it's OP as, if you're playing in game, just kill the healer really fast so they can't give out any heals. They're pretty squishy unless you want to build certain chips into them, or like defensive abilities. Then that's a different ball game. That's a different PvP right there. So more or less, that's pretty much all the healing classes wrapped up, all the skins, and we're gonna jump to our next section right now. All right, let's go ahead and jump on to the quest tab. We were here earlier, explaining certain things on how to do or how to get what. The growth, get gold, we covered that already. Yeah, this tab more or less. I don't think I went over growth yet. Just for leveling up to certain levels, you're gonna unlock small missions to do. If you let's click on one, for instance. Finish 10 games in rank. Damage dealt reaches 30k. Finish the final blow for 30 kills. Most of them are pretty easy. Ranked is pretty dead right now, so you trying to get in the ranked matches, that would be kind of hard to actually do. We can actually set up, yeah, guys, in the comment section, I'm gonna have a link for Discord. If we get enough people inside, maybe we could host some ranked runs so we all can level up, get some of the missions done if anybody needs them. But yeah, so slowly but surely, right? All right, let's jump on to the achievements tab at the bottom. All right, to unlock all these achievements, pretty much, there's like a lot of them, and there's a lot of stuff you actually have to do to get them. Most of them are pretty straightforward. Just log in every day for like 50 days, or like this one, just have a full power time for 240 seconds. If you don't know what full power is, just really fast, it's where your character's on fire. You get that by best way to sum that up is just staying active, getting kills, staying inside the objective, healing a teammate, just stuff like that. All right. If you keep that up for around 240 seconds, this is an easy one to get. more or less, some of them you might not be able to get, like the ranked ones. You're not going to be able to really get those right now. Same, just like I was just saying, rank is pretty much dead, so don't even mess with that. Yeah, just don't mess with those right now. Hopefully we can get those done. If we get enough people here set up on Discord, we can just farm those. If anybody wants the special titles, like the one I have, Caged Beast. Yeah, that one's only a ranked one. Yeah, that pretty much sums this tab up. You might see the achievement level to your right, and it says there's bonuses for it. The game hasn't made enough achievements to get all the bonuses, so we can expect more depending on if the company steps up their development game and actually releases more content. We will get more achievements soon, but as it stands, we can't collect all of them. If you hit view rewards, yeah, you can't even get that high. You can't even reach level 40 because there's not enough achievement points. You can also get certain diamonds from this, gold, for leveling up, minor, but don't rely on this for anything like major, alright? Let's jump over to our chip tab real quick. Okay, for this chip tab, we'll just go over chips really fast. Alright, first, in order to buy them, golds, I did say this prior, gold will only allow you to buy level 1 to 3 chips, 3 being the maximum. That'll be 800 gold for 5, or you could just buy 1. For diamonds, you are going to need like quite a lot. I think it's like 570 to get 5, or to roll 5 times. That will offer you, I believe it's level 2 to 5 chips. Yeah, like I said, then again, don't really roll out for, don't use your diamonds for that. You'd have better luck getting, testing your luck out in the lottery and getting stuff like that, which we'll cover right now in a minute. This chip recommended tab, if you pick a certain character you like, so we'll go to Oboro. It's going to give you recommendations based on what the developers thought would go good with the character. Me personally, playing each character, I would not follow this because they're terrible. I'm not really a fan. I mean, I guess to a sense it could be decent, but yeah, there's plenty of other builds that you can go with. Like for instance, if we were talking about this for a second, Meggy, the game wants you to put attack damage, damage negation, weapon stability, and reload speed, when you can just ignore the chip vials and the chip focus. Just, you could crop those out and just give her straight damage. So her headshots will do fucking enormous amounts of damage. Her body shots, I've seen her body shots do as much as a headshot does, compared to a Meggy who doesn't have any chips on. So yeah, and if you just keep shooting people in the body, 2 shots will kill any DPS, any healer. Yeah, 3 body shots. If you're not good at headshots, 3 or 4 will down any tank, including Big Pull. That's not including a headshot. If you're good at getting headshots, I think just 2 headshots will down Big Pull, and he has the most HP at 900, and that's because she will hit somewhere around 450 per hit, not including her leech, because her bullets have poison on them, so they do an additional like 60 damage. So yeah, 2 headshots will take care of that. Yeah, so, but remember, everybody plays different, all right? You don't know who your main is until you actually try them all out, and get your playstyle down. Maybe you want to be a lot more tankier than other people, so you would just go straight damage negation or stuff like that. Or if you want to attack faster, so if you like Graint, you can just put nothing but attack speed on him and literally double his attack speed and get him swinging his sword like a damn maniac, you know. There's So many things you can do. Like, here's another good example. If we're talking about Kevin naturally has an ability called Leech. When you do damage to somebody, it'll suck up HP from them based on the amount of damage that you're doing. I know it's only by a portion. I think it's like 10% of all damage you do, you get it back as HP. This stacks with chips that have Leech on them, like HP absorption chips. If you just put all that, you can get maybe an additional 13 or 18% Leech. So yeah, Kevin's just draining a shit ton of HP. Oh, excuse my language, guys, but yeah, he's just draining so much HP just by damaging people. So if you're really close, I have not had trouble capping out my HP, so it stops you from going around and getting health packs. You could just be there at the base, just like killing people left and right. All right, but yeah, more or less, if you click on chip combinations and click on your where it says pan at, you can use diamonds to buy multiple pages, so you could set up different types of builds, and you know what, you can test them out and work with it. But remember, guys, buying chips and doing all that, this is end game. All right, don't rush it out. Sure, these help a lot later on, but hey, just keep playing, stick with it, and you're bound to get a lot of them too. All right, it doesn't matter what game you're playing, what multiplayer game, you're gonna have to put some time into it to get some of this stuff. All right, so it's not really a pay to win. You could pay money, but in order to get chips, they would have to pay a lot more. Yeah, so we're just gonna do a quick rundown. If there's chips you don't need, this is another big way to earn chip materials. So if you don't have a chip, for instance, you can just go click on it and sell, and the chips will accumulate on the ones you don't need. Personally, you can just sell most of your level 1, level 2, and your level 3 chips. The only level 3 chip that's actually worth getting is Discipline, just because if you want to go straight damage negation, that 3%, it's not much. That's only if you want straight damage to subtract all damage done to you. You could totally put something else instead, but remember, it's totally optional. Whatever you want, it's there. Yeah, stack up and just go ahead and get those done. All right, we're back out of here. We will jump to our bag tab. Bag tab will just show you anything that you have. If you got EXP cards, if you bought them from the shop, gold, your hero fragments, it'll show you your skin fragments, your hero, your weapon skin fragments. They'll all be here. Just a quick rundown. You might be wondering what are hero skin fragments or skin fragments and what are hero weapon fragments. If you buy or if you get a gift from somebody, like a skin that you already have, you'll get skin fragments for it. Right now I'm going to show you how to use your hero fragments, and I'll show you eventually we will get to be able to use our skin fragments and weapon skin fragments depending on what they do. You know, they could bust an ass move and just not release it like altogether, just so you can't get any skins for free. But hey, you know what? But that's not completely unreasonable because they need to make their money too, you know? All right, but more or less, all your items are here. We'll jump to the shop tab. All right, your legendary shop, don't bother hitting it. You know, $85, I was talking about this earlier, for a legendary skin, not really worth it, all right? The personal EXP and gold bonus that you get from them, yeah, you don't, it's not major, you know. You can only cap out at 3,500 gold, so that gold bonus is practically nothing. Sure, it'll give you small little perks, like Alan would do special abilities in game, little unique effects. It'll let everybody know, like Lil Luca has joined the battle as Zhao Yun. so it'll really advertise your name out there. It's stat wise, guys. It You're not going to really get much of a difference. You get 5% more damage, and I believe, yeah, plus 5 bullets in your clip. It's nothing major, all right. It's, believe it or not, it's completely up to you, all right. If you want to dish out the money for it, sure, go ahead. Whatever floats your boat. But yeah, for argument's sake, let's just talk about the rest of this. Just go ahead and I would recommend just getting regular skins. If you want to spend some money. If you don't, you really don't have to. They don't make too much of a difference altogether. Your hot items, what everybody's buying right now. If you look to your right, you're going to see all the certain stuff. If you do want to spend money on the game, I would recommend scrolling down to promotion and getting that permanent chest. You get 30 diamonds every day permanently. That stacks up too. You'll get quite a lot from that. So that's if you want to spend some money. If you don't, you really don't need it. You get enough diamonds from dailies and everything. Just let them stack up. Try not to be impatient. Buy one of the 4 characters that it gives you the ability for. Like, they're all pretty cheap. I think it's Alan, Geraint, Reynolds, and Sylvia. I would recommend buying Sylvia first. Get your heal game up. Keep an eye on tanks and whatnot. Yeah, we'll cover Sylvia in another video, but we're going to jump to new. Remember what I was saying? You can use your vouchers to buy characters. That's if you're feeling a little lazy and you don't want to wait for the materials. Remember, in the end, completely on you. If you on the new tab, this is where you will use your hero fragments. Right here on the bottom, you're going to see the fragment. When you click on that, boom, hero shop. This changes depending on whenever they update the game, which, as we saw earlier, they haven't updated it in a while. So these 5 characters are the ones you'll be able to buy for hero fragments. They're permanent. They're not for a duration. So if you collect, I believe it's 58 hero fragments, you can get a character of your choosing out of these 5 permanently. This is where your hero skin fragments are going to be at, and your weapon skin fragments. So just for future reference, if you have some, just hold on to them. Just don't get rid of them, because I know if you go to your inventory tab, it gives you an option to get rid of them. Just hold on to them and prep for it, because we might get that in a later update. Heroes, it'll show you where or how much they're worth or whatnot. I have them all, so I can't really show you how much they're worth, but you can check that out for yourself. The skins, we talked about that, how much they are. In general, you're looking at maybe around $15 for the skin and the weapon. You could also wait, maybe when they're on sale, you could get them a lot cheaper, maybe for like $10, depending on what character is on sale at the time. Yeah, they're not too much, guys. I've said this a few times already. It's not too much of a big difference, so you don't really have to worry about skins too much. The 2 free skins you can get is Yo-Yo's from the lottery, from the diamond lottery, her skin and her weapon. And you could get Meggy's skin, the sniper one. You get that from the Hydra. You just have to keep playing that, which we'll cover right now in a minute. Arms, just all the weapons, what they do. I already explained what each one does. DPS give damage, healers give movement, speed, and healing, like a healing increase. Tanks get HP. They're all the same pretty much. Lottery, I wouldn't recommend really spending money for this Mercy skin. I believe I believe that's her name for her Overwatch counterpart. Her skin looks amazing though. I'm not gonna lie. She looks like a robotic angel, in the sky. Yeah, she looks savage. I don't see many people with it. I think I've only seen ever like one. But yeah, it looks straight amazing. But it's going to cost more than a legendary skin, which is pretty ridiculous, to be honest. But remember, guys, completely up to you if you want to spend the money for it. The Diamond Lottery, you have a chance at getting Reynolds or Yo-Yo Permanent. Don't if you already have the characters, you can get hero fragments from them if you get them again. So it'll stack up, and then you could buy one of the 5 characters. Yeah, completely up to you. Promotions, we already sort of covered this. You can use your diamonds to get the EXP or gold ones, whatnot. All this is completely optional if you want to increase your EXP gain. Will not recommend getting the gold ones again. You really don't need them. Chips, it's basically just the chip tab again, right? So this will pretty much just cover up your chip area, and I'm sorry, not your chip area, but the shop. And right now we're going to continue on to our right side. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start covering this right side and all the game modes. As I've been saying throughout the video during certain sections that called for it, like when we were covering the achievement tab, ranked battle right now. For doing ranked, you get a lot of diamonds and gold depending on how high you rank. But right now, it's getting into a ranked match is almost non-existent. We're gonna need a lot of people, so if you want to help out, you know what, which would be most appreciated, get people to like and subscribe to my video, share it around, or hell, even just give out some of the Discord links. That way we can grow a Discord channel pretty big, and we can maybe farm out ranked so we all can rank up at least until it comes back to life. That's one way we can do it, but getting into a battle will take some people hours because they're waiting for the game will not queue you up with any bots. You need 10 actual players, which sucks. It's since not many people will queue, and people will back out because they're waiting for hours. So yeah, right now it's getting into a game and getting all this special Clark Dragon Gun permanent. They're non-existent right now. So yeah, that's ranked matches. Remember this. The company, they're bad at translations. You're going to see 2 casual modes. The orange one is basically quick match. It'll just throw you in randomly to in a team. That's the game mode everyone's in. So just join that. The blue one is actually casual modes. It's just a different kind of certain game modes. Same thing. Most of these are dead. You're going to be lucky to find it. Anyone who does this. Remember, guys, I'm going to have that Discord link down in the comments section. We could set up 3v3s. If you guys want to do that. The 3v3 is pretty amazing, honestly. You can. No one's allowed to pick the same character twice. Whatever character you pick, I believe it's the best of 7. The best of 7 rounds. You're not allowed to pick the same character twice. So it'll give you the entire list of characters or the characters you own. If you pick Sylvia, for instance, one round, if you win or lose, you can't play as that character anymore. So then you can only play as Alan, Geraint. Yeah, I believe if you lose, I'm not too sure about that. I haven't done it. I've only done it, I think, maybe 5 times in my entire since that mode actually came out. But it's pretty fun. It's nice. It's challenging. It'll get you used to multiple characters. Random hero speaks for itself. You queue in as a random hero. Ability mode and big head ability mode, they're basically the same damn thing. The company blatantly didn't really do too much of a difference there. Free ability, to be honest, I've seen it as the same damn thing too. It's basically big head mode. I don't know why they did that. There might be little differences to it, but it's nothing major. Alright, we're going to be talking about 1v1s. If you always got, it doesn't matter what game you're playing, you're going to have that person who talks trash. So right here, you want to click on Room Battle at the bottom left. and here's where you settle scores. What game mode you want, what level you want, you put them here. You could even get people to watch. You know what? If people join in, you could just click on the audience tab and hit observe, and boom, it'll put you here, and you get to watch the actual battle, which is nice, you know. So if you have people who want to watch like some end game fighting, this is one way to watch and, you know, like learn. But yeah, if you want to settle up scores here, you can. If you feel confident enough, hell, you could add an AI to the opponent's team, so you could kick their ass and a bot, but completely up to you guys. All right, let's back out of here. No, wait, hold on. We're gonna go back there real quick just so I can explain the tutorial button. Here is an easy way to earn 1,200 gold. I think you have to unlock them first. I'm not too sure. It's been a while for me. If you play just the basic tutorial for this, it's easy gold. It's really quick. It'll show you how to use certain characters. Not really as, like, compared to when I actually make the videos for each character, mine will be a lot more informative than the actual. I guess, you know what, they're okay just to kind of show you the very minimum, just the basics for each character, more or less, just like the gist of their abilities and whatnot. Yeah, so just do this, earn some easy gold. All right, but that pretty much covers that tab. All right, big head mode. If we're talking about this for a second, big head mode, just how we just saw in casual modes, the big head ability mode, it's the exact same thing. So you got like 4 tabs that are dedicated to it that'll throw you into the same like damn thing. So just don't really hit that button. Yeah, I guess you could. You know, it's an easier way to queue up for it faster. So if you tap on it, you know, you'll queue for it. But yeah, we're just gonna go to our final section here. Just a quick honorable mention. If you see your medal chest right above your the blue casual modes, here it'll show you what you can earn from it. I believe it resets every 12 hours, or it may be every 24 hours, dependent on the time. Yeah, so as soon as it hits server reset, you can get it over and over again. I think it might be less. I think it might be like 18 hours. If I'm just not too sure about it. I've never really paid attention to it too much. All right, we're gonna be just going over survival challenge. For doing survival challenge, you will get your sniper skin and her weapon permanently. Remember what I said about skins giving you extra damage? These are a special exception. They will give you extra HP and extra damage only for survival challenge. So you won't get the bonuses for doing for using the skin outside of battle. It's mainly just for looks outside of battle, for that intimidation, like I was talking about skins earlier. Basically showing people that you went through the dedication of getting it. The Megi Hunter weapon versus the Megi Fire Dragon weapon, they have the exact same stats. It's just different looks, all right? So, of course, the one that comes with the skin is pricier. Usually there will be stat effects if you have the skin and the weapon, but it's completely, they're the same, guys. It doesn't matter which one you have, one or the other, completely up to you. Same thing, Maya's bow, 10% damage. Hako's 10% damage, which doesn't make sense, you know, since Hako's a healer. But it's up to you guys what you want to get. Save up, get the rest, up to you. Top rank. The rank resets every day. Hold on, we're going to send... yeah, the rank resets every day, guys, all right? You're not going to be able to, like... Let's say you get an amazing score. Like me, for instance, I've almost bust out 100k points at one point. And yeah, you know, it'll look amazing. It's like, bam, it'll show you on first place, but it just resets every day. So getting on the leaderboards or on this top rank doesn't really mean much. You can get bonus boss coins for getting on here, and people send you flowers, but not enough people. I don't know, maybe it might be out of jealousy, or people just don't know about it, but they won't send flowers. Just be sure you send them. You get 10 coins just for sending. They give you a chance to send free flowers. You can send 10 free ones, and you get 10 coins from that. Easy. Just for just logging in and just sending it to anybody. If you're on the leaderboard, and if you get a certain amount of flowers, you'll get bonus coins. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it shows that around here somewhere. Let me see 1 second. I forgot where I saw this. Clearing reward. Oh, top rank. Gift flowers. I remember I saw this here. Alright. Where did I see that? More info. Oh yeah, bam. If you scroll down here on more info, it'll show you what you need, how many flowers will get you extra boss coins. But you need a lot, and yeah, I've never really seen anyone really reach the maximum. If you send a lot of flowers, you can get a lot of boss coins, but you're gonna need to pay real money to send a lot of flowers. If you're, you know what I mean? That'll be completely if you're just lazy, if you just don't want to farm the boss every day, you just kind of want to send out flowers to a bunch of people and get boss coins faster. That's one way. Remember, guys, it's completely optional. You don't have to. Yeah, it's just all based off of time, whatnot. Just for clearing it once every day, you get 15 boss coins and 50 gold. At the end of a match, here's just the stuff you can get from it. Most of the time, I get like 10 boss coins. I've never gotten to 40. Just straight bad luck, you know. But yeah, all luck, guys. Instance 1, don't worry about that. We don't have that yet. You're allowed to buff yourself if you pay 40 diamonds. It'll buff your damage and your HP by 15%. That's not really used that much. You don't need to. It's not really a must, so you could just save those extra diamonds. Yeah, it only lasts 15 minutes, but to be honest, the boss will only stay alive for 15 minutes anyways, so just buy it once, unless the Hydra's pretty dead, because, alright, there's 2 times, alright? People don't know this, but we're going to be talking about server time, alright? Between 12 and 12:30, the first event boss will come out. This is server time, alright? If you want to see server time, back out to your main menu, and you'll see it at the bottom left. So 12 through 12:30 server time will be the first Hydra boss. He'll only last 30 minutes long. Once you kill him, the second one will appear between 1830 and 1900. And like for me, for instance, I live on the East Coast, and I don't really see the event till like late or early in the morning. It's like AM, alright? But you know what? Depending on where you live, it'll be different. Yeah, you could set up alarms, you know, so you can wake up and do the event really quick. The events don't last long, depending how many people are there farming it. Yeah, but we will cover the Hydra boss on another video, and we'll explain who's the best for it, who does what, and whatnot. Just a quick mention for revival coins. If the boss kills you, which it's bound to happen, to be honest, I would recommend just waiting out the 15 seconds. You know, the boss isn't on like a timer or anything. Oh, well, besides the 30-minute timer. It's only if you want to revive constantly, like just like a lot faster. You don't have to wait the 15 seconds. Just come back to life instantly. If you have extra diamonds like I do, by all means, you know, like waste some. I would only recommend really getting them if you're planning on getting first for the leaderboard, you know. If you really want to show up somebody, you want to hit up that board, yeah, by all means get them. But yeah, it's not really a need. We'll talk about party strategies and how to work well with each other when I actually make that video, so you won't need revival coins. So, alright guys, you know what? I think that pretty much will cover up this tab for now. And I think that covers up everything in general, alright? That covers up everything on the main menu. You know what? If you watched the entire video, thank you. You know, that just goes to show that you wanted to learn more about the game. Yeah, I pretty much covered everything. If by I don't know, if I missed anything that you've noticed, let me know. I'll be sure to comment and reply to you as soon as I can. If you want to get a hold of me faster, remember we got that Discord link here in the comment section. Go ahead and join that. That'll be a faster way to get a hold of me rather than leaving a comment here. But hey, I'd still like a comment. You know, if you guys leave a comment for me, maybe, you know what, it'll help me make more videos or whatnot, give me that inspiration to keep making more. Yeah, just be sure you like and subscribe. You know what, that'll go far, especially for me. It'll show me, you know, who's actually watching and whatnot. So, alright guys, you know what, y'all take care, and I'll see you later in my next videos. You know what, to cover every character and give you special hints and tricks for them. Alright guys, later.